to run this town. Said it drain the swamp, you must help fund the moat. Then Trump signed a bill that sank the goddamn boat. Cut the budget, broke the banks, Musk walked out the rank. They made him a czar of the federal hive. Now he's lobbing nukes on Truth Social Live. He's in the Epstein files, that's why they're sealed. You don't bury names unless there's something real. Call it deep state, call it fate, call it fear. But the party's over, Don Elon shifting gears. He's in the Epstein files. He's in the Epstein files. Now contracts bleed, the feds cut ties. Trump screams traitor while his portfolio dies. Tesla's down, but Elon's free. No red hat leash, no keto pee. He warns of recession, tariffs, doom. Tweets like thunder, lights the room. From dogs better to digital Judas. He's building his church while Trump sues us. He's in the Epstein files, that's why they hide the names, the logs, the wings that ride. No island stays secret when the tech gods speak. Musk ain't loyal, he's chaotic sleek. He's in the Epstein files. He's in the Epstein files. You want the truth? You can't download it fast enough. I saw the flight logs, I heard the whispers. And if I burn, I'll live stream the fire. No more Space Force, no more grace. Trump's reflection cracks in Musk's cold face. He fed the machine, now it eats him whole. The algorithm flipped, and it's time to roll. He's in the Epstein files, and Musk just said it. This ain't a rumor, it's a cybernetic edit. 1 billionaire down, one still climbs, but the web remembers all the crimes. He's in the Epstein files. He's in the Epstein files. And now we all know why they're sealed this time.
I got to admit, the girls are fighting. And it's so funny. It's amazing. It's wonderful to watch, folks. Truly is. Ego v ego. And not like your normal, like, alpha versus alpha, like, which is what, like, people on Twitter are trying to say. But it's really just a couple of big old bitches, right? A bunch of catty little Sallys, okay, hanging out there, firing shots off from their different kinds of social media posts, right? That's what they are. I mean, like, you've got Elon firing shots from Twitter and Trump firing shots from Truth Social. Everyone else in between is like, this is funny. Popcorn sales have gone through the roof. I'm hearing that Walmart is completely sold out of Redenbacher. We're in a national popcorn shortage here, folks. Everyone, even movie theaters are selling out. It's crazy. People don't want popcorn with, Mission Impossible. They want to watch what's going on. They want to see if the world is going to burn because two catty Sallys are, doing their thing. Oh my God. How you guys doing, man? Hey, I wasn't on last night. Sorry about that. I had a place I had to be. So I am totally going to eat a lot of shit for this one. Joey here asking the question, what changed your mind on getting a Nintendo Switch 2? A couple reasons, but one of them, before we dive into it, I know I talked a lot of crap about the Nintendo Switch 2. I did go out and get it last night. Part of me, to be fair, was kind of hoping it would be sold out so I'd have an excuse to get, darn it, But I actually had like $200 in gift cards and a Best Buy card. So I was like, all right, I'll just do that. And that's fine. I already like paid off most of the card. I gave in to Nintendo. I did. But I wish I could show you guys. Okay, I'm just going to describe this, okay? So I'm in my office, which is also my room. And on my bed right now, my daughter, my 5-year-old, is sick. And my 7-year-old is sleeping in here tonight because her mom is out on the couch. And right now, my daughter, 7-year-old, is playing Mario Kart World. Pair of headphones, has the Switch 2 with the little kickstand out. We found out that the Pro controller for the Switch 1 actually works with the Switch 2 perfectly. So right now, she's just sitting in bed, headphones on, playing the Nintendo Switch 2. And I'm really proud. I'm like she can't hear me. She has like noise canceling headphones on. But she's such a cool kid. She came with me last night to go and get this thing. And that was another thing. It was her first console launch. She was excited to be there. She didn't complain. Took a little bit of time, about less than 2 hours to get it. And everything else. Yeah. So she's just enjoying it right now. And, I'm you know what? I can't say that I'm upset about that. Yeah, Nintendo has some stuff about it I don't like. But, I did have some, I guess, gold coins in my Nintendo account, so I upgraded to the Breath of the Wild Switch 2 edition. It cost me $6. All my old games work. I actually, Hong Kong Massacre. That was one I've been wanting to play for years. I think since they first announced it in like 2016. I bought it on sale for the Switch for like $2. Forgot that it uploaded. And so I finally started playing that last night. I will say, though, it's a twin stick shooter and you need the controller to be able to get it to work. But yeah. So, yeah. So I bought a Switch after all that bad. Yes. Yes. Not an excuse with your gift cards and shit. It's fine. Is Chris going to be on tonight to cuss me? How about this, guys? If you really want to make me feel bad, super chat me a whole bunch of insults. How about that, right? Just throw out the insults. Just be like, oh, God, here's $5, you cuck. There you go. Okay, but did you not even not even hear me just point out that my daughter is enjoying it, right? My kids are enjoying it, sort of thing. My youngest is vomiting up a storm. But she was all excited to play Mario Kart, to watch me play Mario Kart today. All right. You know what I'm saying? I should pay you $5. That's not going to happen. I don't have any money. Actually, what's really true is that I've only got $5 in my bank account. You deserve the child as the shield for your hypocrisy. I said I own the hypocrisy. Okay, I own the hypocrisy, but you know what, man? They got some. You know what? It's like a portable PS4. I have my ROG Ally, and I can play what's it called? Helldivers on that sucker, and other games too that I can't play on the Switch. But it's nice to be able to have a situation for the kids to be able to play because that's what they want to do. Yeah. See, Travis here is right. Honestly, if your kid is happy, that's all that matters. Yeah, right. I couldn't get a used one because it was just coming out. Okay, let me explain another reason why. Okay, yeah, there was a kid aspect of it, obviously. I had the gift cards, so it only cost me $300 instead of fucking $500. I got the Mario Kart bundle because it came with the game, okay? But at the same time, this tariff situation is going to end up, I think, really ratcheting up the price of everything. So I just kind of made an investment choice. This is here, says, I remember when you badmouthed the PlayStation. Yeah, I did. I did badmouth the PlayStation. And you know what I haven't bought? A PlayStation. So Charles here says, absolutely, Trump was on the Epstein flight logs, but someone tried to bury that fact. I mean, we've always known that he's been there. But what they want to try is to obfuscate from any allegation of wrongdoing. So, well, here's the thing, Music Man, is I know it's just a no with Nintendo, but I also now I have 2 Switches and the kids can enjoy the Switch. They can each play the Switch. You know what I mean? So it's like the whole thing you got to do as a parent, man. You know? Will we get another Switch before we go on our trip and then everyone can play? Maybe. So, Kyle LE says here, Elon had dinner with Epstein and has photos with Ghislaine. Does he not remember that about himself? Oh, no. He absolutely does, because they're all absolutely involved in it. It's crazy. What? Hold on. This is a new one. Ketherwhale, hi, says no, but the worker who mysteriously died recently was recommended for a pay upgrade for her spa towel girl in her teens at Mar-a-Lago working for Epstein. That's the only story. Are you talking about like the Virginia Guthrie, the girl the lady who just killed herself? Like that's the thing. I don't know, man. That's a hell of a deal. You know what I mean? Let me get to some supers here real quick before we dive on into it. H Bart's here now under the name Hawk Mommy Fan. He will always simp, but that's okay. Thank you. Says, you predicted this since day one. I wonder if Elon will crawl back to ask liberals forgiveness, considering they're the ones who buy his car. Yes. All right. You could make the argument that a lot of conservatives were buying Cybertrucks. Actually, I kind of associate Cybertruck with conservative, because liberals, generally speaking, like have sedans. You know what I mean? Like, I don't ever need to like have a car, like have a truck. So I kind of view Cybertruck as being more of a status symbol for somebody on like the right, or like a crypto bro or something like that. Not necessarily right wing, but definitely not a progressive. And so, yeah, I mean, Elon could probably potentially go back and do that, try to get people to get the liberals to come back, because what is it? Tesla stock or sales have plummeted 71% or something like that. So I could get that. Yeah, he might do it. And if he wants that, liberals shouldn't do it, by the way. But if they, the thing he would have to do is like leave and like never come back, for one. Two, he would have to very much, and I mean this, like very much, drop all the dirt, and talk about Starlink in the election. I'd like to know more about that. Garrick for 5, thank you, buddy, says, who is the biggest loser in the feud, Elon or Trump? The answer to that is both. Elon's got the money to destroy. Let's be fair. Elon's got the money to pressure people into pushing for impeachment. Whether it's impeachment or whether it's trying to get the cabinet to invoke the 25th Amendment in order to basically say that Trump is not able to perform his function as the president. That's a bit of a harder sell, but that one I think is more likely to happen. But Elon could easily just say, like, either impeach or I will fund your opposition, which, as far as I would understand it, is not illegal. And we've already seen how effective he can be in certain swing states if he's throwing around a lot of money. Because keep in mind, when the $280 million that he put out was like what, 2% of his net income, and he earned all that between election day and New Year's Day. I mean, it's all gone now due to the tariffs and everything else. So he's definitely in a bit of a situation, but he still has the money to like absolutely fucking swing around a big old D, you know what I mean? And do all that. Trump, on the other hand, president, has power, has authority, could pull subsidies from SpaceX. Laura Ingraham tonight was actually advising against that, because she's like, those are actual companies that do things. And those companies were around before Elon, and they'll probably be around after Elon, or at least in some name. Because we know Elon doesn't actually create anything. He doesn't generate anything. He's a master hype man, right? He's a good brand guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knows how to get people's attention and whatnot, but he's also a big old freaking moron. I mean, read his tweets, man. It's like, come on, this is not a smart person. This is a guy he's got like some street smarts, but that's really about it. Book smarts kind of evade him. He just knows how to invest at the right time. It's luck more than anything else, in my opinion. But Trump has the power to financially impact him, which would therefore damage his power. But do you really want a pissed off multi-hundred billionaire feeling like he's backed in a corner, like a rat in a cage sort of thing? You know what I mean? Like, if they deport him, which I've seen people like Steve Bannon said that today, deport Trump, or deport Elon. What happens with that? Well, they deport Elon, and then like he fights it and he comes back. He's a naturalized citizen. Rules still apply. They could disappear him, which would be really interesting, but that's too high profile. If all of a sudden Elon just, F's off and no one knows where he went, that's going to be a bit of a problem, I think. So Trump, I think at the end of the day, he's got more to lose because Elon, effectively Trump is kind of like he's a lame duck already. This big, beautiful bill, that's like his first 100 days type thing, which may or may not work. And if that falls, because that's what Elon wants. And if Elon starts flooding the airwaves with ads about killing the bill and calling your congressman and getting the power of the people on the side, that might be something. And he's that petty. He's that petty to do it. That's what we have to remember here, is Elon is that petty. So things could happen, but I think Trump would be the bigger loser because at the end of the day, Elon has more time than Trump. Elon has more money than Trump. Elon can run out the clock that Trump has. You know what I'm saying? And he can cause some serious damage to the legacy, right? Like what if Elon decides he wants to go in and buy the buildings that Trump has, licensed his name to? Because that's a lot of what Trump has. Is this like he like does brand licensing like outside? What if Elon decides he wants to go in and buy up all that property and then just start systematically tearing down Trump's legacy, one golden letter at a time from the side of a building? He could do it, right? It's definitely petty, and it would be very clear as day what he's doing. But he could do it. He has the money. When you've got a person who has got so much absolute like fuck you money, that's a big problem, right? And that's what the whole thing is like they need to placate Elon enough to get him to stop, or he can go in there bull in a china shop that motherfucker. And that's going to be fascinating. Also here, Garrick, thank you for the $5. What do you think of the conservative response to the feud? Alex Jones, Dinesh D'Souza, and Razor Fist. Well, Razor Fist is a big old baby. Okay. No one ever listens to Razor Fist about anything important. And if they do, their opinion is, in the gutter. Dinesh D'Souza is trying to play this 4D chess game. I saw that post, right? Guys, what if this is all an inside game to get the liberals to champion on the Epstein files? The liberals have never, ever, 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 ever said don't release them. The difference between the conservatives and the liberals is that liberals are like, we want corrupt people in jail. You guys tend to pardon them, as evidenced by, all the pardons that Trump has done. So there's that. And then as for Alex Jones, yeah, that one comment from him. If Trump loses Alex Jones, he is yeah, that's pretty bad. Because Jones, Jones is gonna need a new thing to make money off of. All right. And if the big bait is Trump and all this kind of stuff, it's gonna be bad. It's going to be bad. But then again, look, that's such like a hypothetical down the road. I don't think that's going to happen sort of thing, but it's possible. H Bart's here for $2. Thank you, buddy. Says, why did you send me the Sophie pic? What he's referring to is this right here. I tried getting Sora to give me an image of Sophie Thatcher as Zelda, which it kind of did. I was trying to think of memes or things to post about movies and shit, and that came to my mind. That's all it really was. And he's like, but now he's moved on, as you can tell, the Hawk Mommy fan. So maybe I should try to get AI to do Isabella Merced as Zelda. Maybe that would get his involvement. So thank you for that one there. And then Garrick here asking, what did I think of the Wii U? I didn't. I can probably tell you the amount of times I played. I bought it. I think I played it 5 times. I just did not care for it. I have Wind Waker for the Wii U unopened. I've got Hyrule Warriors for the Wii U unopened. I've got oh God, I don't have Skyward Sword. I have Smash Bros for the Wii U unopened. I got a bunch of Wii U games that are unopened. The one I wanted, though, I want to get, and I know it's available on the Switch, is that one called Zombie U, the launch title from Ubisoft that like was using like the motion controls from the tablet to like wield a cricket bat to fight zombies. I hear it's pretty good. I think I have it on PlayStation, but like I never played it. So there's that. Thank you though. Jess here for $2 asking, is JD the lesser of two evils? God, no. JD is a shell. He's a husk. He's nothing. There's no personality there. Okay. What you've got is, the best way to describe him is he's Ditto from Pokemon, right? He's like a wannabe gelatinous chameleon. That's all he is. He's got no ambition outside of what is going to be handed to him. I mean, obviously, this heel turn from Donald Trump is like a modern day Hitler to, oh my God, Donald Trump could fill me with his seed and I will be happy. That doesn't happen overnight. That happens because there's opportunity there to suck up to the king, supposedly. And it's also who's backing him. Peter Thiel, right? There's a reason why Palantir is going to be doing all that political, all that surveillancing. Who owns Palantir? Oh, right, Peter Thiel. Yeah. Do we really want Peter Thiel to have all that information? The answer to that is no. No, we don't. Do we want Elon Musk and Doge to have access to all that information? No, we don't. But they do. Now, I don't know what that means, but that is just kind of where we are. JD is a moron. And he'll be an easily controllable president. Make no mistake. Garrick for 5, thank you, says, what do you think of Elon saying Trump wouldn't have won without his support? It's 100 billion% true. At least in swing states. And that's at the end of the day all that matters. Right? That's at the end of the day all that matters. What I want is an investigation into the giving away of the $1 million. Right. Like a couple times he did that, because it's like, that one thing in Pennsylvania of like, all you got to do is just like sign a petition claiming that you're going to vote, but not who you're going to vote for, because we can't tell you to legally do that, which is true. But it's all kind of crazy. So, but it's true. The amount of money that Kamala was able to raise in the 4 months that she was running was like $1 billion. And Elon brought in a quarter of that on his own. Right. And had like very targeted, like I said, he's a hype guy. He knows how to target. He knows how to market, and that's what he did. And there were people out there that voted for Trump because Elon legitimized him. Like, that is a big reason. Like, it's a big reason. Like why all that went down. And Trump legitimizing him was something that did it with like people who were normies, who maybe like liberals, or like just kind of your centrists that know Elon Musk, that trust Elon Musk, because up until that point in time, even though he would do some wacky things with Twitter, and the way that obviously he was treating his daughter was terrible, we didn't know as much as we knew. Now we do, and people don't like it. So there are people out there that looked at that validation as being, oh, Trump is bringing on someone who's got the richest man in the world. And so then they think to themselves, oh, this is money equal intelligence, which it never does. I mean, how many people got rich because they just happened to invest at the right time? There's that. All right, here we go. Garrick for $5, thank you, says, Razorfish pushed back on Elon saying his support didn't help DeSantis because nobody wanted DeSantis. Nobody wanted DeSantis. DeSantis was a safe bet to back as like, as an alternative. You know what I mean? Right? Like a, if you can get in on the ground floor sort of thing, right? Again, investment. But DeSantis, he's got no personality. Okay. No one likes him. All right. Like Gavin Newsom went up to him, they did that whole debate thing, and Gavin Newsom just like, smacked them around, and he looked stupid, and that's the thing, is DeSantis is destined to be the governor of Florida, and that's it. And if Floridians are, weren't gerrymandered to hell and back, there wouldn't even be an issue of Florida being a blue state. You know what I mean? So That's the whole point. Hold on, are you going to bed? Okay. Sorry, my kid, she's just going to fall asleep, so I got to keep the language to a minimum. But no, nobody liked DeSantis. Nobody. Come on, man. Come on. No one who mattered liked DeSantis. If anyone out there tells you that they like Ron DeSantis, just look at them and be like, did you eat paint chips as a child? Did you live underneath power lines? Is your mother also your sister and or aunt? You know what I mean? Like, there are things, because you have to like legitimately ask. Like, what has he done to make Florida better? Like, he banned like what synthetic meat, which is something that we're going to need to have anyway, especially as like the population continues to expand and we need more resources. And like, that's, anyway, it's crazy. Thank you though. Also here, Garrick for 5 says, where does Elon go from here? The left doesn't like him, and now MAGA cult doesn't like him either. Well, he goes back to being the richest man in the world. That's all he's got to do. At this point, Elon is literally only beholden to his shareholders, and that's it. That's it. He's only beholden to his shareholders, and that's all that matters. His attempt at trying to infiltrate government to kind of, I don't want to say be a king, maybe be a king. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, to be fair. But his desire to do that was all about deregulation for him. Be it AI, be it space travel, be it EVs, all that stuff. He went into it as a way to benefit and enrich himself under the guise of, I'm doing this for America, and that's like, remember his mom saying something to the effect of like, people need to have kids so they can work in my son's. I think that was a made up thing. I don't think that was true. I think I heard that somewhere, but it's not true. So it is very much that whole idea that Elon has to just go back to his shareholders. Otherwise, he's got really nothing. So let's see. Fourth here says, I wonder if Trump deports Elon. That's been something going on. That's been something that's been going on. But I think a lot of people think that he could do it. I mean, he is a naturalized citizen, so they'd have to have a reason to deport him. However, there are potential avenues for that, from what I understand. And I don't know how true this is. I just saw this floating around. People talking lots of shit today. But one of them was like, well, if Elon lied about, overstayed his work visa, his student visa when he was here in the 90s, is it possible that they could use that as a way to invalidate his citizenship because he had defrauded the state or the country when he was here? I have no idea if that's true, but these are just things that I heard. So treason? No, you can't get him on treason. Yeah, I saw that Bannon wants Elon to get deported. Right now, apparently, it's like, I think it's all hands on deck right now for a lot of stuff going on with that. Right, I think it's there's a lot going on at the White House. And we're going to see a fair amount of stuff come out, I think tomorrow, maybe, but it's still crazy. It's still absolutely crazy nonetheless that we are currently in this situation where they are just completely, like tearing on each other. And that's great. That's absolutely wonderful. Oh, RJ, I'm going to send you a link because I want to talk with you about everything. I haven't seen you online, and you can also give me a fair amount of shit. How about that? Because I don't know if RJ knows yet. I haven't seen RJ online today, so I don't know. He's gonna give me so much shit. All right. Oh no. Oh, great. Somebody put, I'm looking at RJ's account, and let me just get this up here. You guys got to see this. Holy crap, man. This is cursed. This is cursed. This is very much cursed. Hold on. Hey, what's up, RJ? Take a look at this fucking.
Yeah,
I just saw that on your Twitter. No.
That boy ain't right.
That boy ain't right. Yeah. Peggy's she's got them dead eyes. Like, she's like, I know where this is going.
Well, if this was actually Chris Chan, though, Peggy wouldn't be there. She'd be dead.
No, she would be alive. She would just be incapacitated, and it'd be a much different situation, of which I can't go into details because I have a 7-year-old in the room with me. Fourth here asking, is that RJ in the middle? The chin,
that's Chris Chan.
the chin stubble would definitely be a bit of a giveaway because I've seen your TikTok profile photo.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of that peach
I
fuzz
shaved.
going
I
on.
shaved.
Okay.
I had like a beard going on, but I shaved it.
You know,
Really
what I hate is that sometimes like I want to like have a good looking beard or something like that, and like it just doesn't ever grow that way.
Well, mine looks pretty good, but there's like one spot on my chin where like hair just like does not want to grow for some reason. It's really weird. It's like everywhere else grows around it, but that one spot is like, why won't you grow? Just grow there, damn it.
Yeah. I always find that to be kind of odd where it's like I have kind of the same thing. Like my cheeks, I get like splotchy, you know. So I can do the chin strap and then I can do the neck beard, but I'm not a neck beard, you know. So I don't
Yeah.
want to do that.
So what happened? What did you do this time?
Oh, you don't know?
No, I don't know.
I bought something last night.
What'd you buy?
Something that came out last night.
You got a Switch too?
I did.
Okay.
I got the Mario Kart bundle. I was catching shit from the audience about it, but no, you need to lay down. You're going to sleep. I'm doing my work. This is the deal we came up with. Play the Switch or go lay down. My daughter's in here because my other daughter is super sick. So she's going to have to be... Okay, well, real quick, though, do you like the Switch?
I love the Switch really well. I love it.
See, there we go. She's been playing. I don't know if you heard
it's
it.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's what I've been doing today.
It's I was playing Zelda Breath of the Wild. I bought the upgrade.
Yeah. I get the upgrade for free because I'm a Nintendo Online member. So
Yeah, I wasn't gonna drop the 50 bones for that. I didn't feel like it was worth it. So, at least right away, I didn't feel that it was worth it.
yeah, I get you.
Well, you know what? Well, you know what really sucks, right? So, like, I'm gonna kind of put a little bit of this on Rational, although it is meant to be in tongue in cheek. So, Rational every once in a while will buy me game codes for Steam, right? And he goes to this one website. I think it's like G2A or something, and he gets them for dirt cheap. So I went on there. My girlfriend a while back was like, hey, let's get Mario Kart for the girls, or let's get Mario Deluxe for the girls on the Switch. And I'm like, okay. And I'm looking at the prices. I'm like, God, I'm not going to pay fucking $60 for this. You know, like for this game is old. Why am I paying 60 for this? Like, I hate that Nintendo does that. Okay. And so I went looking on this G2A site for something. And I found a code, and it was like $35. I'm like, all right. So I paid the money for it, and all it did is give me access to somebody else's account. Now,
weird.
Yeah, well, that's how he did it. He sells people access to his account. And the games are on there. You can just download them and play because, different profiles can have different games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or share on the system. Well, now they got rid of that.
Oh, yeah, they have the virtual game card system. Yeah, it was really weird because my brother has a Switch that I was logged on into. So when I first got my Switch 2, if I wanted to download because I couldn't do a system transfer because I traded my Switch. So if I wanted to re-download stuff, I had to go and manually do it. But it wouldn't let me at first because it's like, oh, you have to load it from your other system. I'm like, well, that's stupid. So I just deleted the user profile off of my brother's Switch and just download everything on the Switch normally.
I will say, though, the download speeds on the Switch 2 are really good. Like, that is... I was downloading quick, dude.
Yeah. I downloaded a bunch of stuff, and it took, a few hours, because I was re-downloading everything, but...
Oh, no, I had I had the cartridge for Breath of the Wild. That's why I put the cartridge in. So all right, I got that. But then as I was playing that, I got the... I finally started playing the Hong Kong Massacre, which is an old... Kind of like, it's like, Hotline Miami?
Yes.
So it's like Hotline Miami, but you're in Hong Kong or whatever. And I'd always wanted to play it. I bought it for $2.50 or something, $2.50 in a bundle pack a while back. I think they had it with This War of Mine, or something. It was dirt cheap. But I finally started playing it, and it's like the Joy-Con is not designed for a twin stick shooter like that. You can't get the fast enough response time.
Yeah, actually, the first game I played was the Welcome Tour because I bought that for the $10. The Welcome Tour.
Why would you do that? Okay, like that I can. How is it? Is it any good?
It's very. I mean, it does what its job. I mean, it really showcases a lot of stuff with the system. It's really interesting. I mean, some of the features are crazy cool. Like they had like a bunch of like tech demos, like the HD Rumble, like the mouse mode, which are pretty fun. Like this console like has some pretty interesting stuff going on, which I liked.
Yeah. There's I was showing my kid actually the mouse
The
mode
mouse
today.
mode's really good.
Yeah. And I'm like that might be that would be interesting for like first person shooter mechanics. You know what I'm saying?
Cyberpunk you can play in the mouse mode.
That is so weird.
Yeah, I want to try playing Cyberpunk with the mouse controls.
Yeah. I was I went to
Because
Best
you just hold it, you just put the Joy-Con down, and it like has the reticle move like you would on PC.
Yeah.
So
That is interesting. I was kind of surprised. I was like, oh wow.
and it's instantaneous too, because as soon as you lift up the Joy-Con, it stops. Like it goes back to normal. Like it's instantaneous. Like you don't have to like switch to like a different controller order or anything.
No, they've definitely made it what sort of one? Like they've made it really like I've noticed a lot of little quality of life improvements.
Yeah, it's just
You know,
it's just a much better made system
well, it's 8 years
overall.
later. You figure it should be, you know. But no, I mean like I've been playing it like I noticed the battery life still ain't great, but whatever. I think it's better than the Switch, but
Yeah, well, I think it's about 2.5 to 6.5 hours depending on the game. So
yeah.
that makes sense. Like I said, I'm not expecting like insane battery life. It's a lot bigger. It's running more powerful games. Like it's not gonna be the best battery life, but it's good enough for like those couple hour sessions you have if you're
Did you
doing
get
portable mode.
did you get Cyberpunk? You did?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
The game. So I got Hogwarts Legacy I got for $10 on eShop because the upgrade they were selling Hogwarts Legacy the Switch 1 version for like $9. Then the upgrade was only $10. So I only paid like $20 to get Hogwarts Legacy instead of like the full 70. So I got that for a steal. So I got that. I got Deltarune. I got the Welcome Tour, and then I got Street Fighter 6, Cyberpunk, and Mario Kart.
Oh wow. Yeah, you really threw down some cash.
Yeah, I wanted to get more, but I can't afford it. I got a trip coming up next month too that I have to save for, so have to be a little more frugal.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
But Mario Kart's so fun. It's really good.
I was playing it tonight. My kiddo's playing it right now. She's got the headphones on and she's playing it. And yeah, what's up? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, she shouldn't be listening to me. You get put those headphones on, turn it up. Can't hear what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But
So
no,
I hear you got Wind Waker and Twilight Princess unopened.
I do for the Wii U.
Yeah, you should send that to me.
Nope.
Why?
Because I am saving them
For what? You're never gonna play them.
to pay for my children's wedding. Think
Yeah,
about
but
it.
I need them.
Am I no? Why would I? What? You need Wind Waker and you need uh Hyrule, was it Hyrule Warriors or whatever? I got Smash unopened too.
Yeah, like I should have those.
Then go buy them on eBay.
But that's expensive.
I bought them from Walmart.
Yeah, I know, but like you're not playing them. They're just sitting there. Like give it to somebody who would have use for them.
Yeah, but like I would like to get them. I want to get Wind Waker when it comes out for the Switch too.
It's already out.
Do I have to do the GameCube thing for that though?
Yes, you have to pay the $50 for the Nintendo Switch Online. Yes.
But do I need the GameCube controller to play it?
No, you don't have to. No, you can use
Okay.
the regular controller
And then,
controllers that you have.
But I can't buy Wind Waker standalone.
Nope, it comes only in the online app.
God damn it! See, that's how they get you, right? What other games are on there? Like Metroid games on there?
They have the collections for NES, Game Boy, Super Nintendo, N64, Game Boy Advance, and now GameCube. So,
So it's
so the
worth it. It's
GameCube
worth it for the
launch
$50
games
a
are
year.
Wind Waker, Soul Calibur 2, and F-Zero GX.
Those are the only GameCube games right now.
Right now, but they're going to add more over the next few months. Some of the ones they were talking about: Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon XD, Luigi's Mansion. I think I saw Mario Sunshine. Some other ones I'm forgetting.
I would love it if they brought back Rogue Squadron 2.
I'd love that. I've seen
Oh no, dude! If they brought back the original Animal Crossing,
that'd be huge. Yeah,
oh my god, I would. I would
or Smash
absolutely.
Bros. Melee, Double Dash.
Yeah, yeah. Or Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. That's a good one. Oh, dude, nah, man, fucking Eternal Darkness. Did you ever play Eternal Darkness, or is that like well before your time?
I grew up on GameCube. I didn't have like all the GameCube, so I had like some stuff. I
Okay,
had Mario Kart and Smash and a bunch of third-party games.
okay. Um, yeah, no, I played. I think for me, the game I played the most on the GameCube was flat out Animal Crossing. Like, like even my one of my best friends would literally like hit me up. He's like, "You got work tonight?" Like, cause I worked weekends. I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Hey man, can I come over and play Animal Crossing while you're at work?" Because it was Saturday night. He wanted KK Strider, man. He wanted to get that music. Like
Yeah.
he would ask to borrow my GameCube just to play fucking Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I remember apparently like the original Animal Crossing has like a lot of unique stuff that never like was not carried over to the future games. Like apparently like the villagers are like way meaner to you. Like they're kind of dicks.
Oh, massive, massive. They recognize that you are there for colonization purposes, and they don't like any of it.
Yeah, they're not really friendly. They all treat you like jerks. But you still have to talk to them and be nice to them.
I mean, well, what the thing is like you know like you will build relationships with those people, like whatever the kind of relationship I guess it would be. But when there's times where they're like they would just move. Like if you had a friend come over and like play, you know, they would end up like sometimes when they left, another villager would go with them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, or they would just leave, And then I think it was like Animal Crossing, the one for the 3DS or the DS that had for multiplayer. That one was interesting because there was like a whole online community that was all about like the codes to trade shit. Like that
Oh
was
yeah, yeah.
like people playing Animal Crossing on the DS was wild. I remember getting it on Christmas. I just remember like laying in bed and playing it like for hours. I really do. Even when the original came out, I remember I left Thanksgiving dinner at a family member's house early, so I could go home and I could do all the Thanksgiving stuff before I had to go to work. Like, but I'll tell you this though. You know what turned me off of Animal Crossing? When I paid off my house.
Oh yeah, because you stopped having like a goal.
Yeah. Well, and
Goal
the thing was
towards.
though, the bells, the turnip market.
Hmm.
So I don't know if there was something that happened. I got real lucky. I'd been saving for a little bit and like I had a whole bunch of turnips. I had bought I had got thousands, like I think at least about I think I maybe had like 400 of them or something, right? And then this guy was like, I got it at the right time and they were selling for like $1,100 a turnip.
Oh,
So I made like $500,000 almost. And I just paid off my house. And I was like, okay, well now what more can I fucking do? Like this is kind of done, And they kind of fixed that for later games. They made it like, more upgrades and bigger amounts you have to pay off and stuff. So they did do things along those lines, but that's the downside with any game like that and any game that has an in-game economy. A lot of the times people like they don't engage with the economy because the economy doesn't engage with them. I don't know if that makes any sense or not.
I get you.
It's like what was I playing recently that had me like spend money on refilling stuff, but it worked. It was even well no even Assassin's Creed Shadows, right? You got to like pay money to like refill your scouts,
Oh yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and like that can add up real quick if you're trying to find something and you're using them to like, scout an area
Well, you don't
or
have to pay to refill your people. You don't have to pay money to refill your scouts, but you
you
have to
have to
wait
wait
for
for
the
the
next
season to change.
season change.
And that's
Yeah,
bullshit because,
which could
you
take forever. It just depends.
yeah.
It's also random.
It's not. It's actually I've been playing it. It's not random. You can basically kind of figure out like the pattern of it. But the key is when you fast travel. That's when the problem. That's when you will activate more often. Like the more you fast travel, the faster the seasons go. And
Yeah,
I
that
think
makes
that, and I
sense.
think they justify that by saying like, in reality that if you were to travel from this distance to that distance,
It would take time.
it would take time. So they kind of like cheat the system a little bit. But
Yeah,
and then also if you're going to take over like a castle or something and there's a bunch of you know the supplies, but I've also gotten to the point now in that game where I've got like 40, 50,000 of everything and there's not enough there.
yeah. By the way, did you see what happened to in Staten Island at the GameStops over there?
No. Oh, was that the one with the staples?
Yes, there was one
Yeah.
GameStop in Staten Island where they gave everybody their Switch 2s, but they had stapled the receipt on all the boxes when they were passed them out. Because the way GameStop did it is you went in at 3 o'clock to do your pre-ring, they put off a receipt, then they would keep their own receipt so that they could bag all your stuff when you went to go pick it up at 11. So it was hand you your bag and go. Well, most GameStops, they're not stupid. All they did was staple their copy of the receipt to the plastic bag to look at. But
Yeah.
no, this GameStop, they stapled the receipt into the box itself. So that entire first round of Switch 2s they had in stock were all damaged. The screen was all broken because they were stupid. So I could only imagine, dude, I would be so pissed.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I would have done if my GameStop had done something that dumb and all those consoles were broken.
You just would have had to wait. That's all you could have done. That's all you could have done. That's all you could
But
have
but
done is
I'm
just
saying, but
wait.
if I was an employee, I'd be terrified I'm about to lose my job.
Yeah, that was a big one. And there's a high probability that people there would lose their job. Pretty, you know.
Yeah, well, apparently GameStop, like, corporate tweet out about it and said, like, they're giving everybody, like, a full refund, and also, like, they're giving them, like, the other switches in inventory to replace them immediately.
Oh wow. So they're gonna get at the end of the day, they're getting a free Switch as a result.
Probably, yeah.
So then there you go. You save yourself $500. Bam. Now and they got to eat the cost. So yeah, you got to wait a day, but there you go.
Yeah, it's
That's
true.
what you do. Now, I mean, I was like, I got home last night and my kiddo was like, because again, my daughter, my youngest has been sick for the last couple of days. It's pretty bad. Like not eating, just puking. She's feeling better now, but she's still not there yet. But so my youngest is like, my eldest is going to come sleep in the room with me. And so last night she was like, no, Dad, like, let's play it. And I'm like, it's like 11 o'clock. You got school in the morning, So she got home today and she wanted to play. So we
Yeah.
got her,
The
set up now.
Joy-Cons, by the way, they feel so nice. Like, everything just feels way nicer. Did you get a Pro controller, by the way?
I was okay. So here's the thing with that, right? Is I was gonna get the Pro controller. I marked it on the sheet. I went to Best Buy and they had like this printout, and they're
Oh,
like,
and
"What do
they
you
like
want?"
had a sheet of stuff you could check off that you
Yeah, and
wanted.
so I got a carrying case for it. Not the one I wanted. I wanted the $40 one, but they were sold out, so I just got the $20 one. I'm like, that's fine, And then I had marked down the Pro controller, but the guy I don't think saw it, and then I was trying to pay with I have like these gift cards. I was paying with gift cards I'd been saving for a while. And so I had like $200 worth of that to put in there. And then we got it and left. And I get home and I'm like, what the fuck? Oh God. So I went back to Best Buy today. They were sold out.
Yeah,
But,
they'll probably have it in stock in a couple of
but
days,
I
though.
have the Pro controller from the first one.
Yeah,
And
it works. It works, yeah.
yeah, no, that's what my kid's
But,
playing on right now.
yeah, I will tell you this. I got the Pro controller. I pre-ordered it when I got my pre-order for the console. The Switch 2 Pro controller might be the best controller I've used for a console since the Xbox 360 and the GameCube controller.
That's high praise.
It's very high praise.
Because
The quality of it, it like as soon as you feel it in your hand, because they changed like the grip and the texture of it, and the buttons feel a lot better as well. It is so comfy in your hand. I don't know what they changed or what they did or how they changed it, but I can't go back to the Switch One Pro controller. It's
Hmm.
just this Pro controller is so nice. It feels like the texture. I don't know how to explain it, but like when you feel it and you like hold it in your hand, the quality of like the grip and the buttons, it feels incredible. Like it's probably my favorite controller to use right now. It's great.
Interesting. Because I mean, I was gonna go get it so what happened was is one of the gift cards was from I couldn't use. It was like only $40. And the reason why is my dad got me one of those like Walmart money cards, for my birthday, right? Because he doesn't understand like the difference. So it's like, do you know, have you ever fucked with messed around with a Walmart money card?
No, no, I haven't.
You have to like to get the money, you have to put in your social security number.
Oh no,
And I'm like, I don't like that at all.
yeah, I don't like that either.
But it's like, 40 is 40 sort of thing. So I activated it today and I'm like, okay, well, I've got some rewards points with Best Buy and this is 40 and I could get the Pro controller for maybe like $30. You know what I mean? And that's not bad. But I go down there and it's all sold out. But I didn't know what I didn't know is that they have one of the launch games, and this is so weird, just in general. Why Hitman, World of Assassination was there? Like that's a Switch 2 title,
Yeah, it's a launch game. Yeah,
and that's so weird. I mean, because I'm like, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this to you. Do you know how much I love Hitman?
yeah, you've talked about it before. You said you played
I
all of them.
love Hitman. I fucking love that goddamn game. All three of them are great, and I've got them on Xbox and PlayStation. So it's kind of like, I'm looking at that going like, how much is this? Like $60 for all three. I'm like, I almost bought that instead, just so I could have contracts mode for when I'm out. When I'm out. Because the thing is like, you can have the controller, but the shootouts in that game are really like, you're not meant to get into shootouts. You know what I mean? Like you're not meant to like run and gun with Hitman. So it's like so if you're trying to play it like that, you're just going to end up in like a situation where you might find yourself screwed. But that's one of the reasons why. Did you watch the 007 First Light trailer?
Yes, yeah, I did. I saw it. It looked amazing.
It looks amazing. It's fucking Hitman, dude. It's Hitman. It's identical to Hitman. I'm not even kidding you.
Yeah, it looks like they took the Hitman formula and just
Yeah, it's
improved
the
it.
same Glacier engine and everything. And I'm like, all right, because I'm watching.
It does look a lot more actiony though.
Well, that's the thing, and that's what I was talking about on Twitter yesterday. I was all like, all right, we got to figure this out because if there is, if it is kind of go on in, they said you can kind of approach the mission any way you want.
Yeah, I
I'm
read
like,
their press release said you could do stealth the whole game if you want to,
so,
or you go guns blazing the whole game if you want to. You can play however you want.
which is Hitman.
Yeah,
They
but
literally,
although I will say Hitman definitely encourages you to do more stealth though.
yeah.
Like they kind of push you towards doing stealth more.
Well,
in
in
Hitman.
this one, in the new ones, they do. Travis here says IOI made the new 007. Exactly, dude. I've been an IOI fan.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I watched the trailer. I'm like, they said this is coming to Switch 2, and like they've been working on the Switch 2 port for years. I'm just like, that's crazy. Like if the Switch 2 can run a game like that,
If it can run it and it runs it well, I would actually consider getting it on the Switch. I'll probably get it on the Xbox, but like, or getting it for that as well, just because I like that. I'm such a big look. Okay, one of the biggest teases that IOI did in Hitman, I think it's Hitman 3, or well, one of the maps is you go to this tropical island, and there's a bunch of security guards in there, and they're playing a video game, and they're playing a very specific video game.
It's a GoldenEye.
No, it's not GoldenEye. So IOI, after Hitman 2, decided that they wanted to branch out into another franchise. So they launched a game called Freedom Fighters, where it's a effectively the same kind of plot as, let's say, Red Dawn, where you've got Russians that are trying to take over America. They're invading America, and the lead player is a plumber from New York who ends up leading the resistance.
That sounds like Mario.
Kind of a little derivative, right? I'll fully
Yeah.
admit, little derivative. But the gameplay was, as you go through, you would end up recruiting, like you recruit resistance fighters, and then you start to build up your little army. You know, I'll just hold on. I'll just show you like what it looks like, because it's so fun, and like everyone's been asking, not everyone obviously, but like, you know, I have been asking for decades now, can we get a remaster or a sequel? Because there was a multiplayer mode of this, and it was basically just kind of like army versus army sort of thing. It came out September 26, 2003, just to give you an idea of how old this game is. Here, this is someone did max settings. All right. Jesus Christ, that's loud. Good Lord. You don't need it that much. Okay. So, obviously, you can tell it's old, right?
Yeah.
But you can see up in the top right, he's at top left up there, there's like the little circle. That allows like one guy you can have. Does he have more? Does he go and get more? Okay, this is mostly early on in the game. But it's got pretty satisfying gameplay. You know, it's
I don't know why, but this gameplay made me remember an old game. It was for Xbox 360 that I played all the time. Did you ever play Mercenaries 2 by Pandemic?
I love Pandemic. They were when they were picked up by by BioWare and they became BioWare Pandemic, I was like, this is a cool idea. But then EA bought them.
Yes.
And just absolutely absolutely effed it up. Yeah. No, I played, dude, Mercenaries 1 is a game that needs a reboot. Right?
Yeah, Mercenaries 2 was the game I played on Xbox 360 with my brother like all the time. I loved Mercenaries 2. I never played the first one, but I remember playing Mercenaries 2 all the time.
I didn't feel Mercenaries 2 was as good as Mercenaries 1. And a lot of people kind of felt the same.
I never played the first one, so I had nothing to compare it to.
Oh, okay. So in the first one, you get the deck of 52 cards. And that was actually based on like the actual, like when the U.S. government was going after Iraqi soldiers for 9/11, whatever. They had the deck of 52 was their that was what they had for trying to like track down like the terrorists. Like that was what they were doing.
Gotcha.
Let's see if I can find this thing a little bit further on. This guy's doing a let's play of it. I'm gonna get some goddamn gameplay. Okay, okay, let's see here if I can just get this on the screen here. Okay, so he's got 3 now. So he's got the three guys right there. And he can control them. He can tell them where he wants them to go. Right? And you can tell them to advance. You can tell them to defend. You can tell them like to follow me or whatever. And so like but you can get like up to like 12 of these guys. And then have like a little mini army of NPCs following you around and just tell them where you need them to go. And it's great for some of the moments in the game towards the end of it when you have like all 12 and you're like trying to like the Russians or whomever the bad guys are, they're entrenched in a school, kind of like, you know, in like a suburb somewhere. And so you've got to like more or less assault the school. You know, it's pretty good. It's pretty fun. This game is great. Did I ever play that weird Fallout PS2 game? Are you talking about Brotherhood of Steel? Yes, I did. And I liked it. It was not as good. Did you ever hear about that one?
I heard about it. Yeah, it was one of those spin-off games that got published.
Oh, yeah. Rational brings up IOI also did Kane and Lynch. Yep, they did. And Kane and Lynch was very similar I think in the first game you could control either one, kind of similar to Freedom Fighters, but you only got the ability to control Kane or Lynch, depending, I think. And then Kane and Lynch 2 just completely like leaned into the grindhouse. Like, have you ever seen anything on Kane and Lynch 2?
I've
It is
heard about. Yeah, I never played it, but I remember the controversy about everything.
it was violent as hell. Um,
Well, I remember the controversy more so over the reviews. That's what led to the Jeff Gertzman fallout with GameSpot. Because he
oh yeah,
gave first Kate and Lynch a bad review.
no,
That was when
absolutely.
GameSpot was like advertising and promoting the game all over the place all the time.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, there's always, this is one of the biggest problems with like, the review systems and whatnot is, now, what was it? I forget, was it David Ellison? Was that the guy's name? Sony invented a fake reviewer. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, it was like 20 years ago. There was a guy, David Ellis or David Ellison or something like that. And it was a fake reviewer. They would put his quote and name, up on the poster and whatnot. Right. Kind of a prequel to Resident Justice and the Flash review.
Oh, I was gonna say Megalopolis and the commercial they did.
No, that commercial they did was really was great and then also terrible. I loved how it's like they had bad reviews, but they weren't the real review. They were
Yeah.
fake quotes shitting on the movie, which is so interesting that they tried that approach to it because the whole idea behind that was just, this is all about, like his movies are deemed to be good down the road. And that's such a weird like way of approaching it, but it kind of makes sense. I wasn't against Francis Ford Coppola on that one.
Yeah. Did you like my thumbnail from the other day, by the way?
I didn't see it.
I should. I asked Grok to make me something.
Oh God. No, I saw it on Twitter. That's where I saw it from. I saw it on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
So on Twitter it doesn't have the thumbnail.
It sucks.
So that's where, because it was streaming over there as well. So I didn't see that one, right?
So I took your profile picture. I asked Grok, make me an image with this person's face, but they are crying and Superman is there. And then what it did was it turned you into a different looking white guy wearing a Superman shirt and a cape, crying while giving somewhat of a thumbs up. So I was just like, screw it, let's use that.
Oh, hold on, I gotta look that up, man. That's fucking awesome. I don't have I don't mind that so much. I think it's pretty funny that both you and Perp are doing that kind of shit.
Because I was trying to get Grok to make something. I mean,
It's
Grok.
hard. It's hard with my profile pic. The reason why it's difficult is because I'm not looking directly in the camera. It's a little askew, right? Like that's why. It's because it's a little askew.
Yeah, you're kind of looking like it's not straight.
Yeah.
Looking straight at the
Yeah.
more
So
like
if you can
side
find
view.
one like an image like that, what the fuck? That doesn't even look like me.
I know it doesn't. I know.
Hold on. Let me bring it up for people to actually. Oh God damn it! Fucking YouTube. Hold on. There's a thing you can do, where it's shit. I know how to download the thumb. How small of a thumbnail did you make?
It wasn't that small. I mean, I made it on Canva.
Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. I guess I'm part Italian, but I look like really sweaty. Here we
Well,
go.
it's supposed to be tears.
There we go. This is it. But I don't have that much of a double chin.
Yeah, I don't.
It
I
looks
don't
like
know
Andy
why
Signore. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, I could see a little bit of Andy in there. Yeah,
But it actually captured the Alaska of the hat because it's a reverse image, so you can see the top is my Alaska
yeah,
hat.
the hat came out the best.
Yeah. Did you see I had a Hollywood After Dark hat made?
Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't even notice, but they gave you a Superman curl with your hair.
Yeah. That's why it reminds me, I think, of Andy Signore. And like the fake crying. You know what's sad, right? It's so interesting is today, I was working on Burn After Listening, and I get done and I come out, and my 7-year-old has got one of those like microphones, that has like the amplifier on it, and then my dad got her and my sister, or not my sister, my other daughter, a one of those like mixing boards, right, from like Costco. They had like the $40 like little My First Mixer. So my daughter's out there and she's like playing like this tunes and she's like just kind of singing along. And so I did it and I ended up doing Steve's Lava Chicken. And then I realized like I was looking at it and because my girlfriend recorded it and then like threw it on YouTube, like Jesus. And I'm looking at it and I'm just like, my God, like I look just like my dad. Like it's like, because we have like round chests and then like really tiny arms, but like really stout legs. I'm getting older is what I'm trying to say, and I guess I resemble my old man.
Yeah.
It looked like a Latina Jarbo. No, it didn't. Anyway, yeah, so hold on here. A couple supers quickly to get to.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
I do gotta get going, though, because I did take some Benadryl, so because my allergies are bothering me really bad, so I'm going to better pass out.
Yeah, you're
But
going to
I
go play
figured I'd stop
Switch.
by and say hi for a little bit.
Yeah, sure, man. I was going to actually ask you, did you see Kevin Smith's comments about Superman?
I did. I caught a brief glimpse of them. I didn't read the whole interview, though.
He basically says here, I think this is a quote. I found it on 4chan. There's this theory I didn't come up with. It's been around forever, where whether Batman or Superman is ascendant and dominant in the culture has everything to do with where we are as a country. So when times are good for Americans and prosperous, oddly enough, Batman is the dominant character because Batman is a dark fantasy about everything going wrong. And then the flip theory is of Superman is ascendant whenever the country is doing poorly or it needs help, and that is where the character plays the strongest. So it would feel that based on that, like Superman, the stage is set for the movie to make so much fucking money. People want hope right now. People just want to believe in a fucking thing, man. You know what? Putting it like that kind of makes sense. Because if you go back and you look at like Batman Begins, right?
2005.
Not even that. Let's go back even further. Go back 90s. No Superman movie in the 90s. Okay. But in 1989, we had George W. Bush as president, and we were getting ready. It wasn't. We're coming off of the Reagan stuff, and whatever. And then those movies really weren't that well accepted, right? But the end of the 70s were kind of a crisis, with Carter. That was kind of a thing. People were really worried about Carter back in the late 70s. So that you could argue 1978, 1980 for those, Superman 1 and 2. But then Batman in, 89, 91, 95, and 97, right? I mean, Batman, I don't know if 90 in 90, early 90s, we had Clinton, things were getting better, but we had no Superman during that time. But then you go and you look at Batman Begins in 2005. Right, and that was George W. Bush, and we're in the Iraq War.
Were we doing that good in 2005 though?
Well, that was where
the war was going on and everything.
That's where it's a little odd on the theory, okay. But then if you look at Superman Returns in 2006, it does kind of back the theory up of like, but that movie failed too, right?
Returns.
So, yeah, and then in 2000 and
it didn't. I wouldn't say it failed. It's just that it didn't do like as well as it could have. So I don't.
It did under 400 million worldwide and had a budget of like 200 some odd million, I think.
Yeah,
but
Batman did better than Superman
but then part of that budget was also the failed development of Superman Flyby.
Yeah.
So it's like Superman Flyby. The one that McGee was going to do, but then he didn't want to go to Australia. So then JJ he wanted to do it and whatever. That budget or that expenditures got folded into the budget of Superman Returns. And, which is so weird to me that they do that,
Yeah, it is weird.
Hollywood accounting. This is why, like, did you see the thing today Kevin Smith said about piracy?
No, I did not. No.
Dude, he basically fucking said, do it. I have it up on my Twitter. Oh no. I retweeted it, but yeah, I did. I'll show you real quick. It's what he's saying. Let me find it here. God damn it! I know you want to go. I just want to. It's like it's short. It's only 40 seconds.
No, you're fine.
Okay. All right. So like what happened with Dogma, right?
Yeah, we're basically it's not available to stream or buy anywhere right now.
Right now, it will be though, but it is in theaters right now. It did come back to theaters right now, so people can hopefully go watch it again. I thought it was wonderful to see it again on the big screen a few weeks ago when I went. But this is what he was talking about here about watching a bootleg copy of his own film.
Honestly, for years, I would go watch. Somebody pirated a 4K copy that was on YouTube forever. So, as the guy who made it, that's where I would go watch it. As the filmmaker, I'm not one. I don't hold precious to like, hey man, it's transactional. Like the world used to be that way, but now, of course, we live in a world where like people are like, oh, I got that for free. So I've always felt this way. Even the people who finance the movies feel differently. But as the guy who makes this shit, I don't care how you see it. Like just see it eventually. And so never feel sad about like, well, I want to put money in your pocket. You'll do better than put money in my pocket if you just take it in and talk about it to somebody else. That's what every artist cares about. Honestly.
So, I mean, like, and he's got a very unique perspective on that because of what happened, like of not having access to Dogma since like 2008, I think was the last time it got put on Blu-ray, or 2009.
Yeah, something like that.
And so, but it's like and the funny thing too is like when I went and saw Dogma at the Resurrection tour, I go to work the next day and I'm talking to my boss about it. Right. And we're about the same age. And I was like, hey man, like guess what I did last night? And I showed him, he's like, oh, cool. He goes, I was just watching that last week on YouTube. And I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, cause I can't get it anywhere else. I'm like, there you go.
Yeah.
There you fucking go, man. Like right there. It's like prime information. You can't get it anywhere else, so you're gonna go get it any way you can. And it's like, that's the thing. We're gonna have to wait and see how that plays out.
We shall.
So, all right, man, get the hell out of here. Go get some rest.
Yeah.
Play some
All right,
Cyberpunk. I know you want to.
Peace.
See ya. RJ, ladies and germs. Okay, there was some superset that I didn't want to get to here. Okay. All right. Let's see. This is for 5. Thank you, buddy. He says Elon Musk may have killed Trump's popularity and the MAGA group. I mean, it's going to take a lot more to kill it, but it definitely is more than a flesh wound. That is very true. I'm curious to see what's going to happen with that. H-Bars for 5. Thank you, buddy. He says, excuse me, I haven't moved on from Soapy. She is still number 1. Okay. I mean, just saying. So then be more appreciative of that image I gave you, bitch. Anyway, thank you. Rational here for 5. Walmart store employees are apparently canceling Switch 2 in store to home delivery to buy it for themselves. That's what I don't get. Let me explain. So I made this comment. I don't know if I made the comment to you guys or I know I've made it. Is how I'm like, Nintendo is going to flood the market with consoles. It's not going to be hard to find a console. And the reason why is because I think what they did is they limited the amount of pre-orders because it felt like there weren't many pre-orders, right? They limited the amount of pre-orders knowing that they were going to have consoles available to purchase day one. And this is the thing is I when I went to Best Buy last night, I got there at like 8:40 and it was supposed to go live at 9. And we were waiting in line in the non-pre-order line, which was not like super long. The pre-order line was longer, but we still made it through to get the Nintendo Switch 2 within like, again, less than an hour, like about an hour and a half, maybe an hour 40, before 11 o'clock, we got it. And, so I was thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, they're going to flood the market with this because they don't know what the tariffs are going to do. So they want to make sure that if you want a Nintendo Switch right now, you're going to get a Nintendo Switch right now. And if you want to get one in a little bit, they're going to have a lot of stock because they know that if we hit a recession, which is looking like we're going to hit a recession, then what that's going to do is, the hell was that? Oh, my cat might have. Anyway, it was weird. Because we are going to probably hit a recession. They want to make sure people have the console, right? So then they can sit there and they've already got that expense out of the way. So if Walmart employees are canceling Switch 2s in stores in order to buy it for themselves, it makes no sense. Because there's not going to be scarcity on it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like the Xbox One or Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 coming out during a fucking pandemic, right? Like, it ain't like that. You've got you've got like abundance. So that's how I view it, at least. But if that's true, that's messed up because it's also so stupid. You can just get it anywhere. And then we got CJH. Thank you. It says No Man's Sky just had a new update called Beacon. Hello Games. Sean Murray is still apologizing for the launch. The fact that it's been 9 years and they're still doing stuff with that. I don't even know what's going on with Beacon. Let me see if I can find it. Because is there a trailer? Because I saw that it's available right now. Like, it's available on the Switch 2 for like $24. Tempted. But I'm also kind of tempted to get, to buy, what's it called? Hitman. Because I want to play that shit on the go, man. I mean, if you could do No Man's Sky also on the go, that could be fun. That could be worth getting. I get paid tomorrow. And I don't know if Garrick is still here. I could, we were talking earlier about buying something and I literally showed him my bank account. Oh shit, I hit the wrong damn button. I got like $5 in my checking until tomorrow morning. Like literally like $5. It's the end of the month, you know what I'm saying? Not blowing up the bridge. Where in the heck did that go? All right, hold on. Something's going on here. Oh no, did I delete it? I might have done that. Sorry guys, hold on a second. I hit the wrong button and I canceled out something. Because, I am a moron. Beacon update No Man's Sky. Okay. All right, hold on.
Is the Beacon update.
Oh, Beacon update. God, this is going slow. What the heck? Oh my. Okay, it's up there now, buddy. You gonna play or not? Wait, what? Hold on, Spherical Man. I want to get to that comment of yours. I'm just trying to get this thing to work. It's got to play catch up. Jeez. What is happening? Is it working? All right, maybe it's caught up on itself now.
A huge overhaul for
Hold on. Oh, that's why. It's just too much data.
settlements in No Man's Sky. With huge new robotic settlements to discover. Each inhabitant now has their own abilities and attributes. There are new building types, such as bars and fishing ponds. Become the mayor of multiple settlements. Manage your town and customize its production. Upgrade each building to create your perfect settlement. Hire a squadron to protect from attacks. Resolve disputes as town mayor. More will follow.
It's crazy. It's crazy to me that they're still actively developing for it. right? Outer Worlds. Don't we get a new showcase for Outer Worlds at the Summer Game Jam or something like that? I'm looking forward to Outer Worlds too, because obviously it's just, you know, it's more Fallout, because that's what Outer Worlds is, you know. If you don't like it, you haven't paid attention, but it's true. Outer Worlds is definitely, just, you know, it's like, what is it? Avowed was Skyrim, right? You know, and then Outer Worlds is effectively Fallout. Pause. Why does it keep doing that?
His parents
Hold
cut
on.
their...
Jesus Christ. It's like, does not want to, like, it just auto plays. Is it just like I have too much going? What is going on here? Okay. Or does it just autoplay into the high definition? I'm trying to get the thing going. Yeah, senior nerd. Perp misses you, man. Perp misses you. Wait, there's a Resident Evil 9. Is there? What's going on tomorrow? I got your super chat, I think, right? Yeah. You still like Soapy. I know. The autoplays drive me up the fucking wall, because, like, okay, I don't need that on. Okay. I don't need whatever. All right, I want to bring up the there we go. This is 007 First Light announcement trailer.
their own rope to save him. He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain. He was 11 years old.
He then started a grand tour of every major boarding school in Britain.
Always at the top of his class.
Always at odds with authority. Same thing in the Navy.
His superiors all praise his instincts.
And they're all in need of early retirement. Nobody knows what to do with him, Mom.
No, and I suspect he feels the same way. But what he did in Iceland...
What he did in Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to blind luck. Give me one good reason to put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway. It's really quite simple. Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
Do you have an appointment?
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
Oh, is that supposed to be Moneypenny?
So you shouldn't have.
We're facing a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
009 is a master manipulator. Whatever the endgame is, we won't see it coming.
Jet lag. Gets me every time.
She's not your friend, Bond. She's an asset.
With respect, Mom. To hell with that.
Tell me, what do you do, James?
Lately, headhunting.
This is so Hitman. It's so Hitman. Like, it's so Hitman. And I don't say that as a bad thing, you guys. I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
I suppose this is another teachable moment.
So there's a shot here where he's getting into a firefight, right? I think it's right around here. And the gun that he grabs looks identical to the guns from Hitman. Because there's like a couple guns you can get in the game. It feels like James Bond Jr. Well, if you go back and you read Casino Royale, the first book, Bond is, he's like in like his mid-30s, I think. and he is rather generic. That's kind of the point. The On Her Majesty's Secret Service, or In Her Majesty's Secret Service theme is such an underrated film and theme. The theme is good. I don't remember if I've seen the movie. Tonight's the Night 007 edition, I guess. Yeah, I like how he has the scar too. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with this. Q was the old white guy. The young woman with the curly hair, I think, was Moneypenny. And it looks like M is an Indian woman. So, oh boy, the chuds are gonna have a field day with that one. My gosh, my guy. But it does look good. It does look good. Patrick from Dexter Original Sin that's playing Bond. Oh, cool. So yeah, next year, man. No, wrong one. Looking forward to next year. That's going to be a lot of fun. Have I ever played 007 Bloodstone? No, I don't think I did play that one. What was the last Bond one I played? It was what was that night one called? 007 Nightfire? Was it Nightfire? I think it was Nightfire. I think I enjoyed the multiplayer, had bots, right? I feel like more of these games like that should have bots. Okay. 14 years ago. How did I not know about this? Hold on. We're just going to bring it up. Oops. Add stage. There we go. Okay, that's like the opening of Quantum.
On here. 007, this is urgent. Greco has flown in a group of international terrorists for a suicide mission. We fear the attack may be imminent.
Well, that looks fun. That one looked pretty good. Why do I keep doing that? All right. Let's see. I played this. I think I hate that they changed his hair. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it looked fine. H-Parts here says, Quantum is a good film, but my God, that opening theme is dog shit. It wasn't as good as Say My Name by Chris Cornell. Not at all. I forget who did the opening theme for Quantum, but man, Adele for Skyfall, oof, that was good. That's a trailer. I mean, like, James Bond in modern iterations is the literal definition of plot armor. I'm totally okay with that. You'll send me the link to download it for my ROG ally. Sure. Have I watched the Dexter Resurrection trailer yet? I did. Yeah, I did. Uma Thurman and Peter Dinklage. It might be worthwhile checking out. Oh, Jack White and Alicia Keys did that one. Oh, I like both of them, but I'm not too sure. I agree with H-Barts though. We need Sam Fisher back. Yeah, I was recently playing Blacklist. Actually, that was recommended to me. And Blacklist is fun. You know, it's not Michael Ironside, but it's definitely got a good story. I thought it was pretty good. Give us Cavill as James Bond. Not gonna happen. Did I see the Wicked 2 trailer? I did. I watched it like twice last night. I'm very excited for Wicked for Good. I think that's going to be very good. I'm excited to watch that. Let's see if I can bring it up. I forgot like how much I really enjoy Wizard of Oz. Although what's funny about that is the fact that they are not, they don't have the ruby red slippers. Oh, here's one. Oh.
5, 4,
How's our girl?
She's ready.
You're gonna be the first person to transition from a human body to a synthetic.
Because I'm special.
That's right. You're very, very special.
We have a downed spacecraft.
I want what's on that ship.
We can do it. We're fast, we're strong, we don't break.
It's like a zoo, but the animals got out.
This ship collected 5 different life forms from the darkest corners of the universe. Monsters.
Invasive species. Predatory.
That looks like
We don't
like a
lock them
Metroid.
down. It will be too late.
Based. That looks good. That looks really good. You know, here's the thing. Adults, has anyone here seen this show? I watched the first couple episodes of it last night. I was just looking for something to watch. It was pretty good. It wasn't too bad. It's trying to be like a single camera, you know, whatever, but it's all right. Let's see here. Hold on. Fourth here says the special girl trope. Well, okay, I was thinking about that too. Name me an alien movie or project that doesn't star a woman. You know? So there you go. H. Bart's here says, never seen any alien film. I want to go through Romulus is the one I want to check out. No, no, dude, bro, no, get your ass. If you got Hulu, they're all on Hulu. You got to start with the first one. Okay, because Romulus ties into the first one, like directly. So no, no, it is no. You gotta. I'm telling you. Just watch them in order, man. This order of release. Okay, Aliens, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection. You can, I would, I like the AVP films, but that's your whatever. Then Prometheus, then Covenant, then Romulus. Get all the backstory. No, fuck you, Spherical Man. No, you cannot watch Romulus first. You have to watch Alien first. Travis here says, you know what shocks me is that Disney Plus was seen on an Alien show trailer from FX. Well, I mean, they own it, right? They absolutely own it. And I understand, CJ, that Prometheus is before Alien, but to understand the context of things you see in Prometheus, you should probably watch Alien first. Okay. Because Prometheus, like a lot of the other, they have member berries. Okay. So the member berries, you got to experience the member berries first. And Alien Isolation is in there somewhere. Alien Isolation is really good. Yeah. No, he's got to start with the first one. Come on. Don't fuck around on this one. Okay. Do you really want, look, screw that one with this. You guys are dicks. Spherical Man says, I got the Disney Plus Hulu Max bundle. Nice, man. I got the Disney Plus and Hulu. I might do Max if it's, I want to kind of get rid of Amazon for right now, but wait, hold on. There was what was this Silent Hill F thing? Is that a movie or is that the new game? Today I was busy, so I didn't even get the chance to really like check out what's going on. Let's see. All right. I'm looking on the Force chans to see if there's any trailers. Right? Oh, I guess they're all kind of praising the Switch 2 at this point. What do we got here? Oh. Okay, here we go. Silent Hill F will be more action oriented than Silent Hill 2. All right. Let me Google a trailer. Okay. All right. Was this from, yesterday? Okay. I don't watch State of Plays. I don't watch Nintendo Directs. I don't care. Like, legit, I just don't care. Partial nudity.
サクコ、どこ行くの？こっち通るの珍しいね。今は誰かと喋りたくて。私も後から行くね。うん。じゃあね。裏切り者。
足の悪いおばあちゃんまでいないなんて、こんなの絶対に。誰もいないし、気味の悪い怪物がうろつき回ってるし。いや、ひらこ。
Oh, that's horrifying.
Hinako. どこにいるの？ひなこはいいよね。何でも持ってる。そんなあんたがいなくなってくれるんだからせいせいする。一人は嫌だよ。寂しいよ。一緒だよって約束したよね。暗いのは嫌。一人ぼっちは嫌。作子。
Wood.
裏切り者。
All right, that ain't. I don't know. I don't listen. I might watch. I might watch some gameplay of it. I don't know if I would get it myself, to be honest with you. You know, I do agree that it does look bonkers. Fourth here says so. Asian sex bots are fighting back. Yeah, that's kind of what happens when technology goes too far. You know, it's going to happen. Also, HRS here for $2. Thank you. Says, I'm not watching on Hulu. I own them. Well, then, bitch, get on it. That'd be like me saying, okay, fine, I'll go download Rocky, even though I got all of them and shit. What else we got going on here? Fuji, Suzuki, Yamaha, Toshiba. Translation, this looks good. I get that reference. Absolutely. It does look okay. Yeah. It looks, I like the design. kind of gives off some of the nurse vibes from Silent Hill 2. And I don't mind a more action-oriented approach to it, I know some people aren't like huge fans of it, but it is what it is, and I think it's okay. All right. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to put on this report about what's going on with Trump and Elon. Get you guys up to date. I got to go take a leak anyway, so I can bring this on and then bring this back, and then we can talk more about it. But I also want to take a look. Yeah, I know, Parallax. It's a joke about the bots. Parallax. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm just going to play this so I can go use the restroom real quick. And then I'll be back and we can take a look at some AI videos. I'm going to close out the night because I got work at some point tomorrow. Elon was a super spy. I don't know if I'd say super spy. Although, I don't know if anybody wants to come on in and talk about it. So I'll tell you guys what. We'll play this. I'll drop the link again. Okay. F it. All right.
Joining us, President Trump taking a high-stakes call with the leader of China on the same day he ignited a feud with the richest man in the world. The president spoke with Chinese President Xi Jinping this morning for a long-awaited conversation about trade. Going into the call, both sides had accused the other of undermining existing trade agreements. President Trump was asked about the call while meeting with the German chancellor in the Oval Office.
We had a very good conversation with President Xi a little while ago. I think we're in very good shape with China and the trade deal. We have a deal with China, as you know, but we were straightening out some of the points.
Now, while the president sounded positive on his call with Xi Jinping, a new feud has erupted between him and Elon Musk, who was a special government employee just last week. Musk has been critical of President Trump's budget bill, calling it a, quote, abomination. The president was asked about their relationship earlier today.
Look, Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we're well anymore, but I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden, he had a problem.
Musk fired off a flurry of responses on X, including this, quote, without me, Trump would have lost the election. President Trump fired back on Truth Social saying, quote, Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. He added that Musk, quote, just went crazy over the proposed removal of electric vehicle tax credits. Musk said that was a lie. We have CBS News team coverage on this. White House reporter Aaron Navarro is at our Washington bureau, and congressional correspondent Nicole Killian is on Capitol Hill. Aaron, I want to start with you. We have a lot to unpack. Tell us more about this very public feud between President Trump and Musk. How did the relationship deteriorate?
Yeah, this all started with Elon Musk making a policy disagreement over that budget bill, over what he thought would be too much spending that would be added by the federal government. And then after President Trump voiced that he was disappointed with Elon Musk, said that he maybe was hurt over the electric vehicle tax credits being taken out, Musk expanded his comments about President Trump. He insinuated that President Trump is implicated somehow in the files about Jeffrey Epstein, the multimillionaire who was a convicted sex offender. Elon Musk said that President Trump's tariff plans, which he has criticized before, could cause another recession in the second half of this year. And we're already seeing the impact of this for Elon Musk. You saw Tesla stock drop about 14%, worth about $150 billion. The threat to his businesses from President Trump, who said he might terminate federal contracts with Elon Musk's companies. We know that there are at least $19.7 billion worth of contracts with his SpaceX company alone. So there's no real clear path on how this feud that Musk has definitely poured gasoline on throughout the day could actually help him down the line.
Yeah, this feud certainly going to send some ripple effects across Washington. Speaking of news coming out of the White House, what are we learning about the president's conversation with Xi Jinping?
Yeah, that was the big news that came out of the White House to start the day. It was about an hour and a half talk something that White House officials had been previewing and placing a lot of importance on, as we believe that this is the first call since President Trump issued his, quote, reciprocal tariff plan. And according to the president's readout of this, it seems that rare earth minerals, which are used to build many electronics, including smartphones, are going to be the main topic in future talks between the two countries. He also indicated that the two countries would continue talks again, meeting in person at the to-be-determined date. If you remember, a couple weeks ago, U.S. and Chinese officials met in Geneva to concoct a sort of a baseline agreement. The announcement that there was a call today signals to me that they are restarting talks that had, otherwise grown stale in recent weeks.
From a global economic leader to a European economic leader, the president also hosted the German chancellor at the White House today. What were the key takeaways from that meeting?
Yeah, Chancellor Merz was the latest representative, if you will, from the European Union in trying to get President Trump to stop his, quote, reciprocal tariffs, of which it could be at least 30% or so on Europe. But as you saw in the Oval Office, the talk transitioned from trade to Ukraine and Russia, where the German chancellor seemed to argue that the U.S. could do more to stop the war between Russia and Ukraine, could put more pressure on Russia. But when he was asked by reporters if he would place additional sanctions on Russia, President Trump said he would do that only if it's clear that there is not going to be a deal between the two countries, and signaled that they could also be applied to Ukraine as well.
Aaron Navarro reporting for us there. Aaron, thank you. Now let's switch gears, move over to Capitol Hill. CBS News congressional correspondent Nicole Killian joins me now. So, Nicole, how are lawmakers there responding to this latest back and forth between the president and Musk?
Yeah, well, I think everyone here is watching this as a ping pong or tennis match. Just the heads keep going back and forth. It certainly is the talk of Capitol Hill. But at the same time, many lawmakers are really, particularly the congressional leaders, are trying to kind of keep focused on the task at hand, which is ultimately delivering the president his so-called big, beautiful bill. So, whether it is Speaker Mike Johnson or Leader John Thune, while they have acknowledged they have differences of opinion with Elon Musk over this bill, it is not going to stop them from trying to do the work. And really, as far as the Senate is concerned, time is of essence because the president.
Okay. Sorry. I'm back. There we go. Okay. It went on a little longer than I thought. Sometimes the older you get, the bathroom goes a different way. But joining is CJH. What's up, man?
Hey, The Apprentice 2 is going to be amazing.
The Apprentice 2 from Cell Block D.
Yeah. Sleeper Cells, Elon, and JD.
Hell yeah. So Jess here for 5. Thank you, buddy. Says, so Elon admitted with his interference caused Trump to win the election. Can this finally be investigated and impeachment process? Well, no, because the conservatives are the ones that are in charge. So that's what's going on.
Biden's final play.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. It is a crazy situation where we're currently at with this, to be honest with you guys. We are definitely looking at, not that I want to dwell on politics again, because we already kind of did it, but it's just like, this is big because Elon is effectively all but admitting to interference. Okay. John here says the GOP rigged the election. I don't quite know to what extent they did. I don't know how. I can't speak to that. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like it, but then again, it's like, I think Plushy could be more right here. It's like a psyop. It's like a fucking psyop, man. That's all they did. So, they made it work, right?
Elon's being the guy in the inside the whole time.
Don't pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. So what's up with you, CJH? What's new with you?
Not much. Just I'm off work right now, so.
Oh, cool, man.
I was able to catch the stream.
Yeah. Normally I'd be working tonight, but I worked for my coworker, and then I had today off, and then but the cool thing is though is like I've only got you know, I got to work tomorrow and then Saturday and Sunday, and then I get 3 more days off. So it's kind of nice.
And
I feel
then
like I get a bit of a break.
last week, I finally managed to get the virus.
You got
after 5 years. I got the COVID.
Wow. Wait, hold on. This can't be right. I'm looking at my schedule for tomorrow. They got me coming in at what? At noon? Are you all fucking crazy? But how the hell did you get the COVID?
I don't know.
Man, you gotta watch out for that. COVID's nuts.
Yeah.
I see the thing is I don't know what my daughter has. She can like barely hold any food down. And she's been puking like since Wednesday. No, Tuesday, because today, 2 days ago. So she's more or less going to be. We're keeping her home tomorrow and everything.
But I
they got me
5 years of not getting it.
Yeah, what? They got me starting at 12:30 tomorrow. That can't be accurate. Oh shit! All right. Sorry,
I've also been watching Walking Dead. I'm on season 4. It's the slowest season.
Wasn't season 4 was right after the governor thing, right?
It kind of sort of, because governor is still in season 4.
Oh, okay, right. He dies at the end of that season.
In the middle.
Was it the middle?
Yep.
Okay. I just remember with
Herschel.
Yeah, oh god, the Herschel death was crazy. Yeah, that was a big one. Where I dipped out was in season 5 when Glenn falls off the dumpster.
Yeah.
So I kind of just was whatever with it.
I tried doing the Fear of the Walking Dead at first because I wanted to do the chronological, but they went through the whole collapse of society too fast.
Yeah.
I was interested in that aspect of it because I don't think any other zombie movie or show has ever done that. The actual collapse of society before the zombie outbreak.
Yeah. I'm not too sure. I mean, Fear the Walking Dead was just, I think, I never watched it. I tried. I got so bored by it. But I've always said this, right? Whenever I'd go to Comic-Con and they'd always have a Walking Dead, they'd always have the Fear the Walking Dead panel and then the Walking Dead panel. Okay, the Walking Dead panel was great. Everybody knows each other. Everybody loves each other. There's a lot of in-jokes, a lot of camaraderie, right? The fans love it. Good vibe. You go and you watch the Fear the Walking Dead panel, and it is like the most you just are boring mind. You're watching paint dry, right? Because none of these people like each other. I don't want to say they don't like each other. What I mean is like they don't have there's no real love there yet. There's no chemistry. Yeah, it was really not good. It was always boring. A lot of people
apparently one of the actors in Fear of the Walking Dead was young Voldemort. Young Tom Riddle.
Not too sure.
In I think is it Deathly Hallows or Half-Blood Prince?
Well, I think the guy who played young Voldemort in his name is like Jamie, isn't it?
I think so.
So, I think that's the guy, because if that's who I'm thinking of, that's the guy who in real life was hooking up with Ginny Weasley, the actress.
Oh, really?
Bonnie Wright, whatever her name is. Yeah. Well, let's see here. Bonnie Wright. Did she ever do anything else after that? She's 34 years old. Okay, she's been married since 2022. Man, people were mean to her too, right? Because they posted some photos of her, I think, on 4chan. And she's getting older. And then oh, wow, she fucking hit the wall. I'm like, that's fucking mean, dude. People get older, But how people are. Let's see. Andrew Loco is not. Okay, yeah, not the same guy. Apparently,
Okay, no, it was Frank Dillon.
Frank Dillon. Okay. Oh, I'm thinking of Jamie Campbell Bower. That's the guy that was dating Bonnie Wright for a while.
Yeah, no, the 16-year-old Tom Riddle. I don't think.
Okay. Wasn't there like a Harry Potter actress that like recently started doing OnlyFans?
I think so, but it wasn't. It was like a joke or something.
Was it? Okay, that's good. I mean, like, nothing. Not that anything's against OnlyFans.
It was like brushing hair or something.
I mean, like if you can find a way to make it work, then
Only fans, only pictures of fans.
Well, that could be a thing.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, let's see here. No nudity. Okay, that's good. Lauren
Man's
Cohen
fat,
should have been a bigger star. Her movie The Boy did well, but what happened? She left The Walking Dead to go do that one show for ABC that lasted like a season, like less than a season maybe. And then she went back to The Walking Dead. Because there's a saying that goes, TV makes you rich, movies make you famous.
She was also in BVS.
Yes. Yeah, she was
Martha.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, but Lauren Cohen, she was, that's what she's doing. I mean, look, it's steady work. And in this industry right now, man, people are like fucking freaking out. There was an article in Vulture, I think, that was saying something along the lines of, Hollywood has left LA. And it's kind of true. So I don't really see it coming back unless they're able to find a way to bring down those budgets and make the cost of living, cheaper, or pay people more money to be able to afford the cost of living. That ends up being.
Iceland is good for that.
Huh?
I hear Iceland is good for that.
Good for what?
It's like 4-day week. Work week, something.
Well, yeah, okay, but I mean, it's not really what I'm talking about, though. I'm talking about like, people having the ability to work and the ability to live.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I think they have a system over there.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like the population of Iceland is.
That's probably why.
Not it's like not a lot. Yeah, it's like Fourth Year says LA is a cesspool now. Hollywood smells of piss. I mean, oh yeah.
They should reverse Greenland and Iceland, because isn't Greenland the one that's like icy?
Yeah, I mean, Iceland has ice, but yeah, Greenland is very much. Isn't that what Trump wants? Is Greenland, right? He wants. Is that what he's going to do? Okay, yeah.
He also wants Canada, I guess.
He's kind of backed off of Canada. If you've noticed, he's kind of backed off a little.
Carney kind of, stood up to him.
He says, "Take off, you hoser. You're not taking our Canada, eh?"
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we go down to Timmy's? We'll get some poutine and have some beer, and then we'll talk about it. Maybe play a game of hockey.
Alberta seems to have a problem.
Well, Alberta is the Texas of Canada. That's why. Alberta, like, as soon as you guys got a new PM and I saw, the thing, Alberta wants to secede. Like, God damn it.
Yeah.
You guys are just living up to your name of being Texas.
They don't want to be part of Canada anymore.
Rational here says Borderlands 2 is free on Steam. I don't care. I mean, Borderlands 2 is okay. But I mean, it has I would argue Borderlands 2 has the best writing. Anthony Birch did a pretty funny job of some of that stuff. But I refuse to give Randy Pitchford money. And I understand that it's free, but they were paid money to make it free, if that makes sense.
Are you joining the fight tomorrow?
I don't know what the fight.
Fortnite
No, I don't
against
play.
Empire.
What? No, what?
There's or Saturday, I guess. They have a event on Fortnite.
Oh, okay.
To fight the Empire.
I don't know. In
game.
In game. I don't know. I don't play Fortnite.
Yeah.
So wow, yeah.
Big space battle type thing.
How are they doing a space battle in Fortnite?
I have no idea.
Is it taking place on like the Star Destroyers?
Something like that.
Okay, like Battlefront 2. Yeah,
Fortnite
no, I saw
really
Rational.
wants
Thank
to be
you.
Battlefront.
Fortnite does?
Yeah.
No, Fortnite's already surpassed Battlefront. It's already surpassed it. I mean, it was a profitable model. Whatever they made it work. You know what I mean? It's like if Battlefront 2 would have sold better, they wouldn't have closed down Pandemic and not done Battlefront 3. You know, if Battlefront 2 DICE version would have sold better, they wouldn't have, if it would have done better. It did well, whatever, but it's like still.
Although everyone's playing Battlefront 2 right now for Battlefront 3.
Yeah, but let's be real, that's not going to happen.
Well,
Your
yeah.
best bet at a Battlefront 3 is Lucasfilm going to another company and getting them to develop Battlefront 3, not with DICE. Your bet, or if they're going to do it at all, Respawn is your best bet. Because Respawn understands the first-person shooter mechanics and how to tell a good story.
Although apparently people that have joined that thing to try to get that going are trying to fight against people that are like 6,000 points ahead because they've been playing that game since day one. Like you're trying to fight a Grievous that is like level 5,000 or something.
Oh yeah. Some of that stuff though gets a little crazy, you know what I mean? Like for all that stuff from back in the day. I mean, like me personally, I don't know. I feel like ranking mode is always kind of dumb in these things. I just want to play.
I don't know how people can commit to these games like that.
Well, I mean, the idea there with the way that these like loot boxes were developed is that they don't, they don't have, they're designed to attract the whales, people that are just going to plunk out money. And that's kind of what, this whole thing is.
Do you think you guys are going to ban GTA before it comes out?
No, why?
I don't know. Violent video games.
No, violent video games are never going to go anywhere. I mean, like, no, GTA, if they ban GTA, I think you'll have 1 million gamers storming the Capitol.
You're going to have a riot.
Probably.
GTA. Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Bunch of people having to leave their house for the first time.
It's going to be the real GTA. And then Rockstar will make a game based on that.
Why not? Screw it. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's
have fun. Gamers would finally turn on MAGA finally. I mean, like, I think so, yeah. If it was Trump that did it, they would be very upset.
You'd still have Jeremy, bending over backwards for Trump, though, regardless of what happens.
I think you would definitely try, and a lot of people, I think, would give him a lot of shit.
Yeah.
To the point of where he most likely would end up kind of, I don't want to say doubling down, but I think he would probably end up, going like, doing what he could to kind of reverse course a little bit.
Yeah.
How bad is P-Hub's viewership going to decrease when GTA 6 releases? Remember Fallout 4? I don't. But then again, the day Fallout 4 came out, I was traveling, so I got home and started playing it, so I wasn't too sure. I didn't hear about that. Doesn't surprise me though. Like doesn't surprise
I'm
me at
sure
all.
Red Dead 3 is their priority after GTA 6.
I don't think we're going to get a Red Dead 3.
Hmm?
I don't think we are. Yeah,
You
I
get
mean,
a flashback.
it'd be great if we did, right? It'd be awesome if we were able to get something along those lines. But we have to remember though is that, like these
Think it'd be
games
Young
take.
Dutch?
Yeah, well, no, they're not going to do a Young Dutch because Dutch is the villain of. I don't want to say of like both games, but like definitely Red Dead Redemption 1. But in number 2, it's like we see the path he's going down.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're going to want to make him because he was never a good guy. Like Arthur Morgan.
But wouldn't you want to know how he became the guy that we get?
Not really. I think I agree with Parallax. Remake Manhunt. Manhunt would be pretty awesome.
Remake the Dexter games that they had.
They did Dexter games?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Like
They're
third
awful.
person or like
Yes. They look like GTA.
So what, you walk around Miami as Dexter finding people and then like kidnapping them and taking them back to the murder room?
What you do.
Oh wow. I didn't even know they made a game.
I think it's based off of, because in the show there's this guy that makes a game that's similar. I think it's based off of that idea.
Oh wow. I mean, Dexter is popular, I mean, people would probably like do it. What was I reading about Dokes is coming back?
So what about that is apparently you don't mind spoilers for New Blood, right?
No, I don't care.
So Dexter is clearly still alive. But as he wakes up in the hospital bed, he sees all the people that he killed.
Okay.
It almost like, ghost type thing. Like to haunt him for like a moment.
Okay.
And Dokes, like Miguel, all of them, they're coming back just for that moment.
Interesting. Here's the well, that's kind of like there's check out some of the gameplay real quick. Oh wait, hold on. So Dexter the game, full walkthrough, no commentary, only 1 hour and 27 minutes. 1 hour and 27 minutes for this game. Okay, I just want to kind of whatever the fuck this is. Is that Rita?
It's not that, really. It's just, it's been over a year since what happened with my
So it's
ex-husband.
the same voice actors
I
for
feel
some
like
of
I've
them.
spent that
Is that
time
Julie
either
Benz?
working or
I think so.
being a mom. Sometimes I forget who I am without all that.
The only one
I'm
I
just
think they
in a rut.
recast.
Well, if
was,
smashing crabs will help you feel better, I'm in.
Thank you,
What's
Dexter.
her name?
I really appreciate you
LaGuerta?
being so supportive.
Yeah.
I've been thinking lately
That's the
about
only
us
one that they
and
recast. And it's
about how patient you've
badly
been.
acted.
Are you happy with us?
Yeah, I'm happy. Are you?
I am.
Okay,
It's just-
what the
This may sound strange, but I want to.
Blood is my life. What? Is that Dokes? Speak to Deborah. Okay. Bring breakfast to Camilla.
Oh, you might get a copyright.
I don't care. I don't make any money on these things after the fact.
Sometimes blending in
Wow.
can frustrate
Spherical
my
Man
dark
is bailing.
passenger.
Even Mo is bailing. Yeah, I'm going to end it probably pretty soon, too. I just wanted to see how bad this was.
Help me out here, Dex. LaGuerta still has me interviewing hookers trying to find her witness.
Oh, they recast.
It's a waste of time.
Deborah, too.
Deb, if he was interrupted, think.
Jesus Christ, that's right. How would he have time to wrap all the
Yeah, it's
pieces?
totally not
She's dumber
Jennifer
than the boat
Carpenter.
people. Throw her a fucking raft.
But now we have a fourth body. Do you see how he's telling us a story?
He's changing his MO. He's experimenting and won't stop until he gets it right. Tell me what you know about cell crystallization.
Oh my God.
Apparently, Michael C. Hall is he has a band.
I mean, hopefully it's more emotive than his character in this fucking this thing. Yeah, it does look bad. It does look bad.
It's
I mean,
called
but it came out like 15 years ago.
Princess Goes to Butterfly or something like that.
That
or
is
Princess
weird.
Goes, yeah.
That is weird.
He's a really good singer. Apparently.
Goes. Yeah, do something like that. Make it like a ska band. I don't know. I'm not too sure. His band is good. Okay. That's good. That's very good to know. Because otherwise I don't know. Let's see here. Trying to look to see if anything.
Put it in the private chat.
Oh, what?
There we go.
Oh, okay. I'll check it out later. I don't want to look at it. I don't care. I'm good for Michael C. Hall. Okay. Him and Anthony Hall should open a band and just call it the Hallways. Start a band. There you go. And then be like, oh, hey, what's up, man? Like one of the songs is called Hall Pass.
Yeah.
I sleep with your wife, you sleep with my wife. Da, 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 da. Wow, here we go. Students in Nigeria are selling eggs and sperm to pay college tuition. I don't know how much of that I believe. I see a lot of weird stories coming out. I don't, obviously with Burn After Listening, look at the weird stuff. But, I've been seeing a lot of these stories that they come out of Nigeria or Uganda or somewhere in Africa, and you're like, nah, I don't know. I can't necessarily say that I believe all of these particular stories,
Yeah.
Oh God, today, I guess, is officially D-Day, right? And that was the thing Trump said today, talking with the German chancellor. It's like, oh, tomorrow is D-Day. I guess it wasn't a very pleasant day for you. and then the German chancellor goes like, well, it ended fascism. Right?
Although wasn't there another dictator that took over Hitler's spot when
I don't believe so.
Or there was another
H-Parts would probably know.
There was another party that took over after the Nazis.
Were they the Yahtzees?
Probably.
Nah, yeah, right? No, well, 9, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Did I see the Marvel fighting game? The fanboys are losing their minds over slop. I don't understand. Is that the one? It's like I saw something. I don't remember what the title of it was. It was some weird Japanese thing, right? The German president reminded him his family are immigrants. That's funny because Trump doesn't have a brain. He just doesn't. He's all gone.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh, at midnight tonight. So in
Hitler's
an hour.
Picked successor. It was Karl.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he didn't last long.
Probably not.
I mean, the Nuremberg trials were a thing, right? We rounded those guys up and we're like, "Sup, bro?"
And we're like, let's use these guys to go to the moon.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I think at that point we'd already been removing the scientists, Because weren't we taking scientists out? Didn't they help with some stuff?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I got to catch up on my history.
It's like secret spies. They got them everywhere.
Yeah.
Like Hydra and Shield.
Okay. Well, I think on that note, I'm gonna wrap it up. It's 11 o'clock, but if I got work at 12:30, I gotta prep laundry, and that's fucking stupid. I don't never start that early on a Friday, so that's weird. So yeah, I got a dip, but thank you for coming in, CJ. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yep.
And thank you guys for watching. I don't think I missed any super chats. I appreciate the support.
Oh, I had I made this in the AI thing.
Oh. There you go. Alien stealing the TV. There's a shark's back there too. Yeah, there's getting the stuff's getting pretty good. Some of the VO3 stuff's been pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's great. Thank you very much, buddy. I will chit chat with you all maybe. Well, let's see. It all depends. If the schedule holds, I'd be home by before 11 p.m. So, good times. I probably won't stream.
Come back, senior nerd.
Huh?
I was saying, come back, senior nerd.
No, he should not come back.
No.
I'm just saying. I'm saying for his own sanity and for our sanity.
Yeah.
Did we just smoke 10 pounds of weed? I mean, no. But we took a shit ton of horse tranquilizer. All right, everybody. Have a good one. And don't
turn off that pesky ad block.